The Book of Enoch is one of the most enigmatic and mysterious texts in ancient religious literature. Hidden from the mainstream Bible, this apocryphal text unveils a story of angelic rebellion, the corruption of the earth, and the terrifying consequences that followed. The central focus of the Book of Enoch is the fall of a group of angels known as the Watchers. Their rebellion, the forbidden knowledge they shared with humanity, the monstrous Nephilim that resulted from their union with mortal women, and their ultimate punishment by God are events that resonate with mystery, morality, and divine justice. In this video, we will explore the dramatic story of the Watchers' descent to Earth, their betrayal of God's will, and their catastrophic impact on humanity and creation itself. The Book of Enoch begins by introducing us to the Watchers, a group of 200 angels who were sent by God to watch over humanity. These angels were meant to serve as guides and protectors, remaining loyal to God's divine plan. But instead of following their mission, they fell into temptation. Book of Enoch 6 verses 1 up to 2. And it came to pass when the children of men had multiplied, that in those days were born unto them beautiful and comely daughters. And the angels, the children of heaven, saw and lusted after them, and said to one another, Come, let us choose us wives from among the children of men and beget us children. These angels, led by their leader Shemhaza, gazed upon the daughters of men with lustful eyes. Their desire overpowered their duty, and a collective decision was made to abandon their heavenly posts. Shemhaza, fearing the consequences of their rebellion, urged the other Watchers to swear an oath so that none of them could turn back from the grave sin they were about to commit. Book of Enoch 6 verses 3 up to 4. And Shemhaza, who was their leader, said unto them, I fear you will not indeed agree to do this deed, and I alone shall have to pay the penalty of a great sin. And they all answered him and said, Let us all swear an oath, and all bind ourselves by mutual imprecations not to abandon this plan but to do this thing. And they swore all together and bound themselves by mutual imprecations upon it. And so, the Watchers descended from the heavens to earth, leaving their holy place behind to mingle with humanity. Their arrival marked the beginning of a new era, one where the boundaries between the divine and the mortal were shattered. The Watchers married human women, and from their unions, the earth saw the birth of the Nephilim, a race of giants, creatures who were unnatural, powerful, and destructive. Book of Enoch 7 verses 1 up to 2. And they became pregnant, and they bare great giants, whose height was 3,000 ells, who consumed all the acquisitions of men. And when men could no longer sustain them, the giants turned against them and devoured mankind. The Watchers also introduced forbidden knowledge to humanity. They taught men the art of warfare, sorcery, astrology, and the secrets of the heavens. Under their influence, humanity was led astray, indulging in violence, sin, and corruption. Book of Enoch 8 verses 1. And Azazel taught men to make swords, and knives, and shields, and breastplates, and made known to them the metals of the earth and the art of working them, and bracelets, and ornaments, and the use of antimony, and the beautifying of the eyelids, and all kinds of costly stones, and all coloring tinctures. And there arose much godlessness, and they committed fornication, and they were led astray, and became corrupt in all their ways. The Watchers' defiance of divine law led to unimaginable consequences. Their teachings corrupted humanity, and the Nephilim, their monstrous offspring, wreaked havoc on earth. The world had fallen into chaos, and God could no longer tolerate it. God was deeply angered by the actions of the Watchers and the devastation wrought by their offspring, the Nephilim. It was clear that the balance of creation had been disturbed. In response, God sent the archangels to intervene. Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel were tasked with binding the rebellious Watchers and bringing them to justice. Book of Enoch 9 verses 1 up to 3. And Michael, Uriel, Raphael, and Gabriel looked down from heaven and saw much blood being shed upon the earth, and all lawlessness being wrought upon the earth. And they said one to another, The earth made without inhabitant cries the voice of their crying up to the gates of heaven. Book of Enoch 10 verses 11 up to 12. And the Lord said unto Michael, Go, bind Shemhaza and his fellows who have united themselves with women so as to have defiled themselves with them in all their uncleanness. And when their sons have slain one another, and they have seen the destruction of their beloved ones, bind them fast for 70 generations in the valleys of the earth, till the day of their judgment and of their consummation. God decreed that the watchers would be bound and imprisoned in the abyss, a place of darkness and torment deep beneath the earth. There, they would await the final judgment, where their fate would be sealed forever. But the punishment did not end with the binding of the watchers. The Nephilim, who had caused untold suffering and destruction, were also doomed to face divine retribution. God sent the great flood to cleanse the earth of the corruption caused by the watchers and their offspring. The floodwaters rose, drowning the giants, wiping away their sins, and restoring balance to creation. Book of Enoch 10 verses 9. And to Gabriel said the Lord, proceed against the bastards and the reprobates, and against the children of fornication, and destroy the children of fornication and the children of the watchers from amongst men, and cause them to go forth, send them one against the other that they may destroy each other in battle, for length of days shall they not have. The flood marked a reset for humanity, a fresh start where the sin of the watchers was washed away. Yet their presence would continue to linger in the world's memory, a haunting reminder of the dangers of rebellion against divine will. The story of the watchers did not end with the flood or their imprisonment. The Book of Enoch reveals that these fallen angels are still awaiting their final judgment. According to prophecy, they will face ultimate condemnation on the day of judgment, when God will punish them for their transgressions and cleanse creation of their influence forever. Book of Enoch 54 verses 5 up to 6. And I looked and turned to another part of the earth, and saw there a deep valley with burning fire. And they brought the kings and the mighty, and began to cast them into this deep valley. And mine eyes saw how they made these their instruments, iron chains of immeasurable weight. And I asked the angel of peace who went with me, saying, for whom are these chains being prepared? And he said unto me, these are being prepared for the hosts of Azazel, so that they may be taken and cast into the abyss of complete condemnation, and as the Lord of spirits has commanded. This final judgment is a powerful reminder of the inevitable justice that awaits all who defy the divine order. The fallen angels, who once lived in glory, will face eternal punishment for their rebellion. The story of the watchers in the Book of Enoch is one of great complexity and deep symbolism. It serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of pride, lust, and rebellion against God's will. While the Book of Enoch may not be part of the official biblical canon, its powerful narrative offers a unique perspective on the cosmic battle between good and evil, a battle that continues to resonate with readers today. The watchers' fall from grace and their ultimate punishment remind us of the thin line between righteousness and rebellion, and the dire consequences of stepping over that line.